Hey guys, Miss Jaeger here, and welcome back to the front. Is that way? Wait, I think that way. Yes, we're back, and in the last episode, we did a bunch of things. Well, kind of a bunch of things. First of all, we had an epic battle around the pyramids of Giza, finishing off the last of the Garamatian forces. Then we moved down towards Oxyho, capturing that region, so now that's in the process of being converted, which is lovely. The enemy forces of Judea launched a massive naval assault on the town of Alia, doing a fairly decent level of damage to our armies, as well as our naval garrison. But luckily, because we had actually a last-minute damn good send-off by the catapult crews, we did a very good job. Like, there was 2 catapult crews utilized in that battle that were able to sink a fairly decent number of ships, resulting in the destruction of their forces, which is actually pretty well done. Like, kudos to them. They did a good job. Anyway, so you need to get out of forced march, because you don't need to do anything. Then we moved down further south towards the last settlement inside the province of Egyptus, which is known as Berenice? I'm going to call it Berenice, because it kind of sounds nicer than Bernice, but pretty much. But no, we're basically just about ready to wrap things up for this particular front, unless, of course, the Judeans really want to push their luck and go down there. But if we were to continue further down here, we would raise the settlements because, well, occupy until there's no one near them, then raise the settlements. Mainly because then the Axum guys, who I think are liking us, because we are obviously killing the enemy of the Judea, and I'm sure they'll probably like us for that.
Please
trade?
and take wine to cool the head.
You can't trade with me, can you? No, because there's no able to sea route, but that's okay. So yes, that's pretty much how things are going at the moment. We're about to launch a major attack on the town of Bernice, which has a pretty big garrison. Not to mention various groups of reinforcements, including a small reinforcing army here, as well as 2 fleets. So, ability-wise, we are facing a fairly large garrison. The biggest threat, of course, is their Kurdish archers, but the good news is we do have Legio Spartanae. The bad news is we've got a catapult, which, for once, actually doesn't help the situation, unless the AI does the usual, we're going to camp out in our town, whereas attacking it could actually do something. Ah, you're on the forced march, which is good, and you're on the hard ore. So 2 armies are, and you're on the hard ore. So there's only 1 army, which is the garrison. But yeah, so this is also the capital of the Judeans. I think we've taken 3 capitals of theirs now, so either way, we're pretty much ready to wrap things up for this particular front. Of course, we've still got a couple of things left to do, but, you know. And in in-game years, it's been about 20, yeah, 20 in-game years. And about 75 episodes. And just relative trivia information, because I love throwing those. It is officially October the 14th. About 1:45, and I've spent my first day as a 25-year-old man half asleep. Half the day I've been asleep because I've stayed up till 3. And I'm going out drinking tonight, which is even more pointless. But hey, random facts for the win. Anyway, so we're basically going to set up a semi-camping line, because this area is absolutely lovely. Slightly raised as well, that's even better. So we'll go with an explosive round. Forgotten how awesome these cameras are. And we'll roll with that. Cavalry will be positioned above so. Main line will be the main line of infantry will be the Spartanae, because Legio Spartanae for the win. Archers to the front. Oh, this is a semi-old army, to be honest with you. Well, I say semi-old army. I mean, I experimented with this particular style for a while. And while it is kind of useful because it does have the versatility of both the crossbowman and the archer corps, it doesn't quite work as well as, at least as well as intended. I don't know why, but I found that the more crossbowmen I had, the more effective they were. It sounds stupid, but like, in the sense of archery, they are longer range but slightly less accuracy, whereas the crossbowmen are shorter range but way more accuracy. And I found that having the armies which had more crossbowmen were far more amazing at their jobs than the other stuff.
Enemy reinforcements approaching. It's slavery. Then we will have done a good day's work. Now, to arms.
Actually, pretty nice view. Oh, that's epic.
The enemy draws near.
As per usual, I'm spending more time worrying about photos ops than anything. Oh, they don't... Yeah, don't be troubled. I did notice that army in the background there. But it's okay. Right, I'm going to fast forward a bit. Because what I want to do is wait until all of their garrison forces land their troops. Because the moment you approach the city, they kind of... While they prioritize getting into the settlement itself, they tend to... Really, they're not coming out. Well, this battle turned from being quite difficult to being easy as piss. Oh, wow, they look different. Oh my god, they have different units. They actually represent stuff. The women still have no shoes, though. They are still sexist. But, yeah. And they're just standing there like... Well, they probably could only see that. In the distance. They know not what approaches. Okay, so the settlement design for this place is actually slightly better than previously thought. This must be a high-level settlement. Not like the garrisonable wall level settlement, but high enough. I mean, this position is fairly defensible. If there's one thing I will say that the Easterners have had in a bountiful supply of is defendable positions. I mean, the whole, the Eastern-style settlements are really, really nice. They've got lovely chokeholds, like for example here, which allows them to set up a good line defense facing downhill. So if you're getting assaulted, both from the left and the right, you have an option to face, if the enemy want to come straight at you, a downhill defense, which gives you a natural advantage. You've also got this lovely little plateau here, which if you want to place troops and archers to just naturally free fire, they've got no cover, I will admit, but they are pretty damn well defensible over there. And you've also got this little section here, which is pretty good. Again, fairly downhill. The big disadvantage of this area is, of course, the fact that the AoE effect of this fucking ring is so large that you really cannot rely on this area. If this was as big as the stuff in Shogun 2, definitely would have been a much better defensive point. I mean, yeah, they're not going to do anything, are they? Alright, well, what we're going to do is obviously do the usual cut recording and approach the settlement. And then, once the battle gets kicked off, I don't intend on doing a major high-level intensity tactics sort of scenario. We'll probably get my my cavalry to begin sort of doing a reconnaissance of the area, just so that way we can see what kind of... Right, you, off friendly fire, go to flaming shot. You, lads... Off fire at will. Move up to the front. You guys up to the front. You up to the front over there. I think okay, so the enemy reinforcements are now docked. They're not coming out. Yeah, so we're basically just going to cut recording whilst we're getting ourselves set up. I'm going to prioritize just shooting out the towers, and then we'll do the semi-similar tactics as before. And then that way we should be able to minimize losses whilst also destroying their lines. We could also destroy half of the settlements. We could probably destroy a large portion of the settlement by using fire shots. So like that way the morale and the defensibility of these guys will be reduced to shite. So I will see you once we begin that. And we're back. And despite what I previously had hoped would be an actual devastating battle, it turns out the enemy... Well, the thing is, the enemy have and have not done things how I thought they would. The enemy have, well, deployed their forces as such, and have been burning the various settlement sections, so now they have less, they have less morale and 5 attack, which is all good. But now I'm going to be a bit cheeky-breaky and throw some javelin men on that. Boff. Ammo. So, I'm not entirely sure as to whether or not the whole town is... Oh, God's sake. I'm not too sure whether the whole town is where the archers are located, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to advance with the spearmen on the left and try and punch a hole straight towards this sector here, and do the same on the right. Though I'll do only 4 units of Legio to sort of set up. I'll have the Archer Corps move up to the center, because this is where having those Archer Corps is actually useful. I mean, you know, crossbowmen can volley fire, but they're not that effective at it, whereas the volley fire... Why is it volley fire? Ability to sort of shoot shit over the top. Advanced at slightly reduced speed, but still go at speed. Ah, there's some of those dudes. Because Kurdish archers are rather effective. You know, not like damningly effective, but they are rather effective. Bingo! There's the target. Right, catapult forces can provide backup. You guys open up on whoever you see. Be precise in whatever actions you may choose. This is going to be a little sucky, though. There we go. It's going to be a little, making them a little bit vulnerable, but... Ah, here they go. Anyone who isn't engaged can... Oh my God in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Target that position. This is going to be a bit of a painful battle, I think. Spearmen aren't that effective in melee combat, though. That's the only downside. At least we've got the benefit of the exploding catapults. Charge. Cease attack. Right, you roll up. I will send these guys to move up on the left. 2 on the right, just in case. Charge up. I mean, the good news about this particular section of units is that these guys are all going to die. Not to mention their morale defense is going to be quite shite. Yeah, there we go. You 2 punch a hole straight through. Just keep pushing. Come on, you know I'm making you do this. There we go. I'm petty, but I don't care. You only watching? Ah, you're still in Testudo. No, you're not. Right, you're not allowed to shoot anyone. You up there on the double. I had a feeling this particular front would be slightly harder to deal with. Actually, that said, cavalry. We may begin to flank around. Run, you plebs. Right. Good, you've broken through. Good, good, good. Right, you 2, engage that unit. You 2. Said it without me even having to ask. That's nice. Focus on them. You, move up. Steady up. Oh, look, the enemy's... Oh, hello, cheeky Monkstain. Go, 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 go. You, reinforcements over there on the double. One of you, go over there. You 2 on there. You on them. Very well played. Well played. I don't like it, but well played. Right, onagers, move up and do some damage. You guys do your thing. Do what you want to do. Go get the bastard! This should hopefully do enough damage. Fuck you! Okay, that was not nearly as effective as I previously wanted, but that's okay. Make a double on it. Make a double on it. Right, once the catapult moves into position, we can try and do something. Been fucking chucked down a bit. Right, roll into that position, try and see if you can get some damage over there. There we go. That's the kind of damage I want. Come on. You can do it. Double time it. Ah, fuck, they got 2 fucking... Well, this is what these legionaries are for. Right, you guys are consistently tired. Rape them! Rape them! Scare the living shit out of them. Good job. Right, good.
Ready for battle! Swords! For glory! Double time! Charge! Engage! Engage! Halt! Warriors eager for blood! Get running!
What are you doing? 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 Ah, fuck. Right, you, over there, do some damage. You two, it's fine. You, spread out. Just keep pushing. Right, you, on them. You, on them. You, on them. You, on them. Right, you, down there and take care of that and come round to the flank. Right now, what we need to do right now is just punch a hole into the rear of these guys. Knocking out their archers would do a good job. And also, you guys have suffered quite nasty casualties. Cavalry will make the charge and try and take care of this. Oh, fuck off. Those defectors are really not helpful. There must be a way I can... Bingo! Oh, right. Yes, no. Bingo. Get up there. You, over there, now. Never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind. General, stay close. Cavalry, stay close to the general. Knocking out those desert raiders. You, up there. Right, now you can turn around and have some fun. Okay, the left flank is kind of winning out. Double time it. Right, over here. Let's have a look. Alastaria, you can do something here. This flank is pretty much done, but I just need to punch a hole to the other dudes because they're desert tribesmen. While they aren't being a real pain in the arse, they are actually causing problems. You guys, you're good? You're good. Right, keep doing it. Okay, I didn't order you to do that, but you going through here actually kind of helps. For once, you've done something I haven't actually ordered you to do. But you actually being here has actually provided beneficiaries. How are we doing? We need to pull back. Loosen up. Get the fuck out of there. Fuck!
Black tidings. Our general is dead.
Fuck ass! Right, sacrifice the cavalry now. There's another fucking good general. Will you kill these assholes? Jesus Christ, you're fucking Spartans! You're tier 3! You've got upgraded gear! You're supposed to kill them by even looking at them! Fucking kill these desert monkeys! Fucking sacrifice that general's cavalry. You, in there, now! Will you now engage these monkey-faced wank stains? The cavalry's gonna get sacrificed because you dumb shits wouldn't push through fast enough. Break through and annihilate these wankers. Yeah, at speed. The only thing you fuckers don't even seem to understand. punch a hole through, kill these assholes. Balistaria, go into melee and destroy that wall.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shame.
Get the fuck up there. Get the fuck up there. Break the morale of this shit stain of a settlement. Spearmen, up there, murderize. Infantry, rout. You know what? Everyone. Everyone kill that fucking cunt of an army. Oh my god, these are sodding desert spearmen. These guys are all low tier. These guys have never even had an opportunity to upgrade. No, they've had the opportunity to upgrade. They've squandered it. So I ask, how can these motherfucking assholes stay alive for this duration?
The enemy are losing their advantage.
Oh, I know they have. They've never had a fucking advantage. Do you want to know why? Because they're assholes!
The men are broken and are fleeing.
They're gone, but that's fine. We've nicked their fucking topside settlement. And they're about to fucking rout. Finally! Fina-fuckingly!
This is your day.
How is it, you incompetent wankers, can't kill these fucking idiots fast enough? That's what I want to know. How can you not kill these people fast enough? We've got armor, we've got experience, we've got bows, we've got every single fucking advantage to our name. And yet you cannot seem to find the sword to go through these fucking assholes' skulls fast enough. That's what I would love to know. How can you suck so bad that you cannot kill a simple fucking spearman with a little robe for armor? Right, your name is no longer the Hun fuckers. Pacifistic? Yeah. For the time being, you are regulated as pacifistic twats.
We hunger for battle.
You hunger for battle, yes. Well, guess what? You're not getting any more fucking battles.
Commander.
Right. Now that that objective is done,
I am here then. Speak your words, and be sure that I find profit in them.
you are not having any kind of peace in which I cannot physically rape your shit every turn of every second of this episode. You are going to get an army, and you are going to lose everything. I am going to destroy you and your fucking disgusting fucking nation. Right, can you move? No.
At your command.
I will admit, I shouldn't have sent my general in. But considering the fact that these monkey faces were supposedly level 1 dudes, you'd think you'd be able to kill these guys with a little decorum of speed. But no, apparently you can't go through fucking desert raiders, because that's not possible. Fucking idiots. I'm not gonna lie, I do personally, I love the system in Warhammer 2, which allows you to actually upgrade your commander's ability to fight, because otherwise you just have to regulate him to combat on the freaking side. You can't do anything. He just has to sit there and take all the shit. Actually, wait. Boom, boom. There we go. Because you're a new general, aren't you? And I can assign a provincial governor. You know what? We will assign one to Gothic as whatever the fuck it's called. Oh, there's only one. But hey, agent recruitment. There we go. That sector is now somewhat secure. Blessing to the goddess. What religion is in command here? Like, seriously, what faith? Slavic paganism is going down. Okay, so we need to convert the people. Right, well, because we need to convert people, we'll destroy that. We'll turn that into a governor's estate. We'll turn that into this to try and increase public order, and we're going to try and establish a more religious sanctum. We're going to have consecrated ground over there. Going to do that. Going to do that. Going to increase the religiousness of over here. And then we'll increase the aqueduct when we get the chance. And then maybe next turn I'll send another governor. Actually, I don't know if we would have another governor. Let me guess. He was part of our armies. Like our family tree. No. Lucius Flavinus. No, we're all good. He's a statesman and governor, which is alright. He has a bastard, but that's okay. Oh, I miss some of these guys. They did good. They did very good. And of course, him being the heir now means he needs to gather more support. You need to gather some more support as well, because you're apparently suffering a bit there. But yeah. So, yeah, because I couldn't vassalize the settlement, we are going to go down further south. But that's okay. I've got armies to spare. Apparently you're suffering negative in the public order report, which is kind of interesting, considering there is agent shit. Anyway, I'm going to send another agent down south. Bernice is now finally fucking ours. So, objective number 1, successful. We've grabbed this point. Now we just need to proceed further down the Nile and knock out the last 2 settlements, which we can do. Harpy's Claws, boom, that's actually kind of nice. And once that's semi-sorted, Harpy's Oxyho and all that shit's going to be there. Do we have a priest as well? We do, and he has been deployed. That's good to know. Right, Leptis Magna. There is a rebellion, isn't there? There is a fairly large rebellion over there, which is a little concerning. Leptis Magna does have a garrison, does have a navy, so they're fine. Macromades does have a garrison, does have a navy, has a walled settlement, and also is being backed up by another navy. You're kind of almost there, aren't you? You're about to build a governor's palace, which will hopefully solidify the sector, which is lovely. We are probably going to need to find some kind of forum. We've already got a food emporium, haven't we? Yeah, so we're probably going to have to go for something along the entertainment lines. Though, we probably could do with getting some more food. I don't know. Have we got a religious building? Can we make a religious building? I don't know if we can. That's going to cause more food problems, though. Agricultural centre is going to get upgraded in a second. That's a fishing port. That's also an agricultural centre, so our Hadramentum is only guarded by a oh, jeez. But its garrison is a navy, so that's kind of a hope. We'll have to just deal with that, I guess. Just realised how vulnerable that was. Right, well that's nothing too serious to worry about at the moment, as there are far more important things to consider. Right, anyway. Agulia. Agulia is kind of alright. We can't afford to do anything with Praetorium yet. We're still... Oh, that's why, because there's a rebellion there and it's getting bigger. But that's fine. Infectores ad Stimulum should be able to hold their line. Praetorium is also trying to hold it. Ptolemais is over there. Well... It costs me some money, but it's going to cost... Agulia is going to kind of do something like that as well. You have got food in the bountiful supplies, so that's fairly good. It's just end the turn, really. Right. Yeah. I probably will look back and say that... Oh, okay. Picts have taken care of the last Langobardian fleet, so... It's frustrating that we lost the general. I think, you know... Had I withdrawn him sooner, he might have survived, but I think because of the system that works in... oh, Langobards are actually helping out as well. Kind of surprising. Had I pulled him out sooner or not committed him, he would still be alive, but then he would have just done what all the generals would have done, which is stood in the background. And it's rather frustrating when all your generals can do is just stand in the background. So...
We have need for our...
No, shut up. Not in the mood for diplomacy right now. Totally sure why Axum is deploying its troops further out to sea. And then, of course, we got these wankers to deal with as well. These monkey-faced numbskulls. I mean, the good news, if any, is that they only have 2 settlements to take. And also, a lot of their strength seems to stem from naval. Which means, while admittedly, their ground forces are pretty powerful, a lot of their army, their number seems to consist of naval. So we can just... I know I've just said the same point twice, but the point is, their naval is... No.
The storm.
No. No. Put it this way, Judea. The opportunity for mercy has been withdrawn, and you knowingly have fucked yourselves. Your nation could have been made it a lot easier by attacking me out front. No, shut up. Oh! Wait, Eutropius, Pontus, who? Only 53? Who died of natural causes? Oh, wait, governors. Oh, you're joking. We lost a governor to natural causes. Oh, no. Panoia. That's going to be a bit of a problem, actually, because we need... God damn it. Right, Panoia. Yeah, there we go. So, now we're back in business with Panoia. Oh, Dalmatia. Oh, fuck ours. That's fine. It's not too bad. Mostly, we haven't really done anything in this sector for a very long time. Right, we'll increase you to have great press. We'll turn you into not a food market. Increase that. Build that up. Build that up. Destroy the garrison forces at Siskar because, well, it's not that needed anymore. Then we'll turn... To be honest with you, this could prove useful because Dardinia... Yeah, Dardinia needs stuff. Right, you are a Mark of my faith, which is good, because it means that I can just put in the capital there, grab one of those, update you, increase the grass production, get that sorted, upgrade you to a semi-defensible settlement, which allows us to do things. We've researched something, which is fantastic. I'm very curious about this Coronithus calamity, but still. Here we go. Is that the last of the civilian texts? I do believe it is. I do honestly believe it is. That's actually pretty cool. Right, anyway. So that's awesome. Okay, so, reinforcements coming down the southern line. Bernice needs to be... Ah, of course, fuck. Right, okay. Well, no, we can demolish that. We can't convert that, can we? No, not unless we have to reduce our shit over in Serdica. Right, well, we don't need to upgrade these two to high-level settlements just yet. Right. You convert into a town. You convert into... Well, we're getting a consecrated ground. You convert into nothing. You turn into a field. We've got a Nasan settlement. We've got that going. You turn into fields. And, yeah, that's much more... That's much better usage of our resources. Resources. Right, Pachoras. Are you filled with assholes? No, you're not. That's nice to know. Right, make your move down south. Wait, hold position. You can't see anything. Move down before you reach the settlement. Just scout the area out. Doesn't want to scout out? Fine. Oh, wait. They're just outside the border. GG. Right. Murder eyes. No mercy to the wankers. We've lost a few people, but we've killed them all. We're occupying.
Commander.
Okay, hold position there, because they do have armies. And they are ready and willing to assault. They also have their famous agent spam ability. Wait, why am I occupying? So that they can't reoccupy later on. Okay, so... It does mean, of course, that we have to you know, let them have the ability to do that for a while, but that'll be fine. How are we doing with the Sassanids? Because I have a horrible feeling they're going to backstab us in a minute. No, actually, we're doing pretty well, which is nice. The Allans don't like us still, but that's okay. We're still at war with these guys, but because we can't make peace with them. We can make trade with those guys.
Greetings,
Good.
most excellent friend. Be at home and speak as you would.
Boom. Also, non-aggression pact. I don't care. Non-aggression pact. Thank you. Right, so now you're kind of obligated to not go to war with me. I don't trust people. Ooh. I do not trust people who I do not know. And because I do not know you, I therefore do not trust you. To be honest with you, the defenders at the people of Axum are kind of silly if they're going to let their settlement be that open to attack, but okay. We do have reinforcements in the form of Ares Dread, so we're just going to stick to the non-attritional areas, and then these guys can make a move. I'm going to be sending the Daemons of Polymus to help assault the positions of Axum. They're going to be the ones to take out shit. Right, well... Right, we'll fix, and fix. And then that way we should be guaranteed to be alright. This sector is 90%. GG. This sector is 90% that. But don't forget, we are going to be dumping these settlements once the people of Judea are dead. So it's not like we can do a lot for this sector. Right, you're doing that, you're doing that. You kind of could do with being turned into a field of some sort. Again, should have probably converted some other stuff, but it's fine. This army is ready to go, but they're recruiting people in a desert. So their hopes and dreams of being a strong army are slowly but surely being dashed by the day. Also, all of my people have now... all of my settlements are now ready. So... but they're still getting pissed off because, you know, stupid. But that said, when about... how's the food supply? Oh, it's going to go down, but it's certainly going to be fine. Okay, governor's ranked up. Good, good. And you? Corruption and stuff. Good. More money for the money lord. Alright. To be honest with you, I think looking back on that particular battle, I probably should have withdrawn the moment I saw those legionary defectors. Okay. Why do we have a non... right. Why do the Roman separatists want to go to war with them? Fine. We're defending the Saxons one last time. Oh, nice! Thank you, Langobards. Kind of surprised that they would do that. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to make peace with the fucking Roman separatists. I mean, actually, that said, all of my settlements along the borderline are fairly prepared, I think. I don't have anyone over there, so I might need to re-raise a legion, but I think I'll be... actually, I might do that. I might just raise, like, 1 legion of soldiers, just so that way we can prepare ourselves for whatever outcome may occur. I mean, the Roman separatists were arseholes to me once before, so I suppose I could pay them back a little treat with an army. But the only problem is it's going to take me some time to mobilize. I'm not entirely sure as to how we're going to take care of those navies. What I probably will do is we'll kind of hang back a bit. Like, we'll assault the ground forces, of course, and if any naval forces happen to be within the area, then that'll be fine as well. Like, what we'll probably do is we'll land troops on the settlement before we declare war. You know, it'll piss the Romans off, but they like us at the moment, so I could get away with that. The question is, which settlement is better defended? Because I'll send more obviously, I'll be sending the larger armies to that. And here comes the agent spam. I'd like to knock out all the settlements of Judea by this episode's end. So that way when we start the next episode, it's not going to be all about trying to find out and, you know, trying to take out the remaining armies or whatever. It's just to take the settlement, then the remaining armies. I just want to spend the next episode knocking out the remaining armies.
An offer of peace.
Nope. You've declared war on my... Aha! Fight OG. Well, sorry to say, but, I'm sorry, what was that? Your rebellion? It's over. Bye-bye. Probably should have... Oh, and I love it. None of my naval forces, just the garrison. That's how you lead. That is how this guy has survived. Fucking legend. So that's a pretty large army, mostly built out of cavalry and siege equipment, which of course you can fashion out of the desert no problem. Right, they're gone. They're gone. Good. Right, so we've lost our trade with the Roman separatists, which are... Well, that's okay. I didn't need it. Yeah. Damon to Polymus. Can we go that way? Will we suffer attrition? I see lots of trade, but not attrition. But I did see some... Right, in there is suicide. That's suicide, but this area is apparently not. Right. Well, that's a fairly large... I mean, these guys have all established fairly large armies. Up in the north! I knew there was a reason why I wanted to have an army in the fucking north. How can I hinder army? I can't do anything except preach doom. Right. Oh, I can upgrade you guys. Boink! Oh my god! Holy shit! A fully gold army, GG. Right. Well, what can I say? Holy shit. Right, upgrade you. Destroy you. You're about to turn into Food Emporium. You're actually all doing pretty good. So I'm going to have some money out of you because money! Right. I'm going to try and hinder the army. Oh, although there's an army, there's an agent inside there. Oh, it's a pretty big one as well. I'm not going to do anything then. Instead, I am going to try and get visual contact on that settlement to try and find it, whilst I also move my armies up as well. Like, I want to get my armies in a position. You suffering from attrition? No, you're not. Fantastic. Right, same goes for you. Right, this sector, Harpy's Claws can defend themselves. We're going to turn this into a town. Actually, no, we're just going to... There's nothing to hold with. Okay. Well, we're just going to hold position whilst you guys do your business. And then we'll just make sure that these guys can't retake the settlement. Like, we're not going to do anything monetary-wise here. So finally, over here, we'll upgrade you into... Wait, hang on. I have multiple options. What's this? Wheatfields Horse Breeder. No. No, we just have our wheat fields. Have our wheat fields and eat them. Because our wheat fields. Right, you are Agulia, because you got fucked. So you need to turn into a Colonia. Just a nice little old Colonia. You are going to turn into that. You are going to turn into... Because you're still you're not very good at being religious. You're going to turn into that. You're going to turn into that. Praetorium is going to turn into a proper town because reasons... you are going to turn into a Talbane because we do not have any food emporiums over here. You are going to turn into a cattle farm because I love cattle farms. You are going to do something over there. Right, actually also, I am now going to recruit a legion to help deal with these wankers of Rome. Right, Thessalonica, because I know you've got good shit. We need to raise an army. He's a champion raider. We're actually going to recruit one of these old Romans. They're all statesmen though. Nova Sparta. Reconnaissance. He's shit. He's infantry commander, which is nice. And he has a high command. He's also aged 31. Whereas all my dudes, this guy's like super fucking young. Oh, he's got... Oh, yeah, dude, yeah, certainly. He's good at handling agents, but he's young. Well, he's scared of Romans, but he's good in a fight. And, yeah, right. Oh, shit ass. Didn't mean to do that. Fuck. Disband. Sorry. Sorry. Reinstate legacy. There we go. Sons of Ares. There's a lot of armies that I've lost, haven't I? Right. Libtrax. The Thay. Oh, no, this is the shit that we had when, Well, that's a pretty big army size. Like, Minerva. Oh, Minerva, screw it. Right, and then we'll reinstand. Of course, we can't use him. Fuck. Alright. Shitty-ass Roman name. Right. You will move to Tremontum, so you're not suffering from attrition. And you will recruit 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll have to somehow find some ranger skills. Serdica, Thessalonica. Yeah, you can grab your shit from there. There's no... yeah, there's no ability for you to upgrade your shit. That'll be fine. I mean, I'm not too... Siska, how's Siska coming along? Siska is not that vulnerable anymore, so we can kind of relax. Domavia can turn into some farmlands because of reasons. I can downgrade you to 1 because I don't need that. Skirmisher range we will need because that will allow us the ability to do stuff. Savaria. You are on the borderlines between them, so I will actually up you up a little bit. Turn you into a governor's estate, turn you into that. But yeah, we're all good for the time being, I'd say. And then agricultural centre. Nah, we'll be fine for the time being. So yeah, you can start recruiting in Tremontium. Kind of annoyed. I'll replace you the moment I get the option to change the commanders out, because he's like a nice-ish dude. He has a weakness against Romans, but that's okay. You guys are about ready to take your turn again, but that's fine because reasons. And yeah, up in the north, I imagine these guys are thanking their lucky stars. They've got a nation like myself assisting them, even though they don't deserve it. Gulia is kind of safe. Praetorium. You can't recruit anything town-wise, can you? No, you can't. You're kind of out of it. Right, okay, well, farm-wise, you've got a shit ton of food, so I think you'll be okay. Anything I can do specially? No. Okay. Local industry it is, then. And then you can turn into a circus, because then that way that'll shut these wankers up for final good. And also, because you've got a shit ton of food, I think you'll be okay. So, you are a governor who has the ability to rank yourself up. Any new things for my people? Yes, there is, actually, which is nice. Yeah, you have that. You, I'm going to upgrade you primarily on that, but that's okay. This sector definitely could do with, yep, that's completely fine. Vetus, yes, you need to upgrade your research rate. Of course you need to upgrade your research rate. Turn you into something that provides happiness. Boom, boom. And you over to, oh, research rate, of course. There we go. And like that, we won. Right. And we've raised a new legion. I might rename them, I might rename that Minerva Legion, but, you know. Minerva, Minerva. Okay. Well, hopefully once we've captured the last settlement of the Judeans, we can then spend the next turn, well, next episode focusing on knocking them out, and then once that's done, if we can get everything sorted by the next episode, we can then begin the final phase of the campaign, which is the destruction of both the Cretians as well as the Roman Empire. Well, I say Roman Empire, the Roman nation. Which I think we've actually done a good job of crippling. Oh. No one's going for those settlements. God. Come on. Come on, Rome. You are gonna die soon. I'll have to probably get some agents on there just to see what kind of defenses they've got. I imagine they've got lots of their Legio Comitatensis as well as their upgraded shit for other stuff, but they've had plenty of turns to set themselves up to prepare for any kind of attack, though they have been crippled, I imagine, by the lack of trade. If they had trade with myself or any other nation, then I reckon they probably would have suffered. They probably would have gained a far, fuck ton more. In other regards to that, I don't know. Looks like they're trying to make a break for it. They're all trying to scatter so they can try and get some shit, which is annoying. Which means we're gonna have to spend more time next episode trying to find those bastards. But you know, here's hoping that the attrition will eventually wean them off our scent and eventually result into a quinta. Oh shit! Okay, I was unaware of this. Right, turn you into that. Downgrade you to that. Why are you suffering? You've got food. What is causing the biggest issue right now? Buildings. Buildings are causing the biggest issue. Of course, taxes. Right. Well, if I took the taxes off for a while, even though you shouldn't have to complain. That'll reduce the aggro by a bit. Right. Well, we're going to increase the military war to try and provide more. Right, well, all settlements are going to do fine, I suppose. Right, you turn into that, because, my god. Right. It's probably because I've not really gotten any entertainment buildings up, have I? No. No, I have not. Right, out of curiosity, what works better? That or that? Well, if I go down this will increase to 4. But if I go down to this will increase to 4. There's no real difficulty. It's just that's actually cheaper for me to work with. Right, research rate. I might have to convert you into a auditorium. We're probably going to have a rebellion, unfortunately, but as long as I can upgrade my dudes, I can kind of... Ooh, the Allans are now fighting the Sassanids. That is good to know. No walking dusty tracks. No. Right, infantry grounds demolition. Ah, good. Right. So you now can turn into a field, which will then provide food, which will then make people happy. Also, governor, turn into that. Hopefully that will solve the situation. We won't be gaining as much money from there, but we're not getting any money from them anyway, so it doesn't make any, there's no problem with that. Demons of Polymus, stick to the road. Oh yeah, we're trespassing. Fuck! Sorry! Not really, but you know. Sorry in theory. Right, hopefully my view range will actually allow me to see... Yeah, no, of course not. Oh, fucking course not. Wait. Yay! Right, okay. So, garrison. Lots. Lots and lots and lots. But the good news is they're suffering attrition. Which is good, because I think we've just cut their last supply off. That, or this sector, is currently suffering a nasty summer. No, it's not. So it is just their economic downturn. God, these guys are all surrounding them. They're just like, we'll take it for you. We'll take it from you. And I'm like, no, you're not. You are not taking anything from me, you wankers. Right. Bernice, remove that. Turn you into... Can't do anything. Remember. Oxyho. Yeah, wait. Gold. Duh. Turn you into amphitheater. Turn you into food. Right. Right, we're going to have to take care of these, Ah! Right. Begin to hinder all of the armies that attempt to run away. Of course you failed, you plebs. Right, well the good news is, you got... Oh, I love you. I love you, Sassanids. I did not... Oh, you're just... Oh. Oh. And hello. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Right. The great Judean purge has begun. Or at least, you know, getting rid of the remnants of that nation has begun. I really cannot say this. I can't really say this nation without looking like a Nazi. Can I? Like, the moment I talk about destroying this particular group of people, everyone's going to look at me with, like, eyes and, like, mm-hmm. Whoa! Holy shit. Right, get out of there. Get the fudge out of there. And you're fine. Jesus Christ. How many turns? Yeah, I can imagine. So now that's just going to compound me even more because religious differences, of course. Right. Well, in about 2 turns... Right, how are we doing? You've converted, haven't you? Good. Right, I need you to go into Praetorium and start converting the region, because these people are a pain in the arse to deal with. Good God. Well, the good news is areas at Leptis Magna are fine. Garama is actually pretty all good, which is surprising, to say the least. Right, you, Sidimus, can now turn into nothing, because you're just going to turn into farming. You could technically leave, can't you? Yes, you can. Fantastic. I want you to head over to Leptis Magna, because, yeah. Well done. Finally, we can leave that settlement. Right, you are suffering from the same drought as other things, but unfortunately, you have to stay there, because these guys... Well, actually... So sorry. Night attack? Oh, actually, they're better. Oh my god, that's cool. Of course, yeah, African rebels. Right, that's awesome. I'm really sorry, though. You're dead. Oh, wow. Decisive victory. We've killed a lot of them. Oh, of course you would do that. Die.
Wipe them out! March! At your command. At once. Look to the defenses!
Right, you will stay there. I'll only take 2 turns before we have the things, but I don't want to have I don't want to have this whole issue of losing my army to things. Of course you would, wouldn't you? Oh, wait, that's a full army. Agulia, Agulia, you're not quite ready. Fucking hell.
Ready for orders.
I'm really sorry. Fuck. You can attack now, can't you? Well, you've got no garrison, but you've got a big enough army that you could probably fuck over Argulia. God damn it. Of course there would be a fucking drought. Of course there would be a drought. Why wouldn't there be a drought? Because, you know, this game just loves me when it does this sort of thing. It's like, hey, how are you doing? Right, boom and boom. Actually, no, don't end the turn just yet. We've got my army up in the north that needs to be sorted out. Right, you're still doing that, so 6 of those, and then, yeah. Catapults in this army, or no? Let's have a look at the sectors they've got. They do have a garrisonable sector, a pretty large one at that, but... I suppose one heavy onager should be alright, and then you should be fine, and then, yeah. Food shortage in Egyptus. How bad is it? Only -1. Well, in about 1 turn we should be fine, so that's negligible, I would say. Right, make your way up to the north there and block access to this army, so that way they can't move. Once Oxyho is secure, I will dispatch reinforcements down south to try and take care of these armies over here. You can't move now, can you? No, so you can move further south. Get ready.
March.
Be is not in their territory as long as possible. We can't... It's going to cost us like a shit ton, and we don't really have any... Oh, we do have someone. Steadfast Defender and a Champion Rider. Oh, yes! Hang on. Right, cancel. Right, you, Mr. Roman. Sorry to replace you. Replace, but we're going to use this lad, this Servius Capito. He has reconnaissance, but it's second wind. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Sorry, mate. Didn't mean to cause any issue. Right, you. Turn you around. Champion right. Wait, what? Well, right, Dalmatia? Yeah, we're probably going to have Dalmatia, I'd say. Especially since we've got a whole sector now that's going to be... Right, you need to turn into... Well, there's some reason people are getting pissed off again. Turn you into that. Turn you into that. I might need to lower the carpenter thing for this, unfortunately. So we're going to have to turn you into something else. Trading wharf, turn you into that. That's going to be okay. Food market's going to cause some problems. We're going to turn you into like something that will provide happiness issues. Blessings of the Goddess. That way you can kind of redeem yourselves. Right, anyway. That should be it for this sector. And then in the next turn, because I'm going to basically auto-resolve Axum into oblivion. Unless, of course, the battle is, of course, going to be pretty big, which we'll spend the early part of the next episode grabbing, which is not what I wanted to do. But logistics are of pain in the ass that must... There are pain in the ass that must be a champ. Oh, Jesus Christ. Look at all those agents! Jeez. Yeah, I was going to say, probably not the best of ideas. Oh, I love you, Langobards. I love you, Langobards. You were at one point annoying as all shit, but now I love you. I love you, Langobards. You're so good to me. Also, what are you doing, Denmark? Oh, I think... is Axum going to grab those? No, they're not. They could earn a lot of money from grabbing those islands. They could grab a lot of money from that. But instead, they choose not. They choose not but to ignore it. And the Huns are slowly making their way further up north again. To be honest with you... Oh no, then they're going to transfer their navies to the other side. Yep, because that's fun. Is there any way I could just skip all movement turns? Campaign. Show AI moves. No, just off. There we go. It does mean, of course, that we're kind of vulnerable to whatever the shit, whatever kind of shit happens, but hey, they failed miserably. We've unfortunately suffered some attrition, which I'm not liking at all. But they've buggered off. Okay. Well, I'm going to move my guys like there, and then boom. And then hopefully we can... Okay, so they're coming down south towards fuck-ass. Right, okay. You, over to Praetoria. Alexandria is safe. It's not that safe, but it's safe. Right, Macromades. Actually, they're in range of... They're kind of in range of Alexandria as well as Ptolemais. Well, Ptolemais has a garrison. It's suffering, unfortunately, due to this major annoying atrocity. Right, actually, you back to Alexandria. You over to Praetorium. Leptis Magna. And you can head over to Ptolemais. Oh, fuck. How many turns do we have left of this fucking summer? 2 turns. GG. Okay. Well, naval forces don't suffer attrition, do they? No, not really. Right. Right, if you can get into Ptolemais, and then you're in Macromades, just so that way if ever the shit hits the fan. Because you don't suffer attrition, because you're on the ocean, so you're fine. Yeah, then that way we can kind of negate their attack. Right, they've made their move up north, which is not helpful at all in the slightest. I love how my bloody agent has to run around playing catch-up to them. They're in forced march, of course. Right, where's the other agent? Right, well you can make your way further down south again towards Nova Bostra. Right, attack them. Oh, fuck off. Son of a bitch. Right, well you can start heading back up north towards helping out these guys. You can begin the siege of Axum.
We take this settlement for Rome.
It's a big settlement, but with these guys coming in to back you up, that's a big army.
Waiting for more orders. Besieging
It's
the
only
settlement.
moderately better. GG. Okay then.
Let them cower before Rome.
Okay. Well, obviously that means we're going to have to just take care of them in the next episode. Not what I wanted to do, to be honest with you, but looks like that's how it's going to be. You're kind of doing better, aren't you? Deploy to try and provide happiness to the town, which is kind of working, but not really. We need entertainment buildings more than ever now, to be honest with you, but unfortunately that's not going to do us any good. So unfortunately just 2 turns of shit in our face will have to do. Out of curiosity, which building allows us to recruit enables the more spies? Might increase and have like a theatre, so like Carthago can be known for its arts rather than its usual shit. Get rid of you so we can have yeah, Zidimus doesn't need anything. Garamatia's alright. You're recovering, you're doing your thing, you're doing your thing. So yeah, there we go. You turn into a farmyard thingy, yeah, because you already got pagan buildings coming up as well, so that's fine. You're gonna upgrade, you're gonna upgrade. And this sector is now kind of slowly but surely turning. And then in the next episode, we will launch our assault on, not this sector, but Akulis, which I can't even see the garrison for. Right, let's save, because I don't think I've actually saved at all in this particular set of turns, which is a little terrifying. Right, boom. And in this next battle, we're going to rain shit on these bastards. Right, so that said, that's going to be it from me, guys. Thank you very much for watching. So hopefully in the next episode, we can begin the final processes of getting this guy an army so that he may move up towards Romula to knock out whatever kind of settlement the Western separatists are. I probably won't capture them, because it's another sector that isn't really necessary, and it's a completely not important sector. The next big sector to worry about is, of course, this point. But again, right now, I just want to take care of the Judeans. Their nation needs to go bye-bye. Because once I've done that, and they're all gone, I can abandon these settlements, head back up north, and let the Axum guys come along and retake them for themselves if they should choose to do so. Yes, we'll increase the happiness of the population, that's for sure. You, as a governor, need to upgrade your happiness and increase your food levels. You, as a governor in the Middle East, needs to get your shit together with them, which is fine. You, as a new governor for the sector. Oh, yeah. Probably something... Yes, there we go. That's something a little bit more useful. Drinking goblet, GG. Sardinian oil lamp, GG. Right. Well, that's going to be useful because that means you've got shit to train with. And we'll have a growth for that. You are also a handler, even though that doesn't really make anything. And I'm besieging a settlement with no assault, but that's going to be in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching. This is Miss Jaeger, signing out.